I have no idea whether I'm going to publish this video, but I wanted to document where I'm at. It's October 2025. Document where I'm at right now, how I got here, and what my plan is for the future. So let's start with how I got here. I'm 38 years old, almost 39 at this point. I am a corporate lawyer, which I spent most of my adult life creating this person that I am today. I went through law school. There's a video with my whole story in it, and I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but what matters is that I became a corporate lawyer after working my ass off, created that life, and then realized that I was not very fulfilled in my life. Yes, I did enjoy the work, I did enjoy the environment, I did enjoy the status that came with it, I did enjoy the money that came with it, but I had too many days where I dreaded going to work, where I dreaded the unpredictability of my week, where I hated the fact that I wasn't able to do the things that mattered most for me, that were most aligned with my values. So essentially, I was living a life that was cool, had a bunch of fun. I partially liked the work that I was doing. I liked the people I was working with, and I by no means want to disregard working in this environment, working at a tier 1 corporate law firm. I worked with amazing people. I learned a ton from them. I created insane friendships and connections. I learned valuable lessons on mindset and work ethic, quality of work, perfectionism, quality I already mentioned. All of those things. I became, by all means, a very good lawyer. That all came from this environment that I was thrown into, that I put myself into. But this environment was not really aligned with my values. And the problem was that it's very difficult to work your way into an environment like this, just to then admit to yourself that maybe this is not for you. It kind of feels like you're giving up, like you're admitting that you're not cut out for it, that you're not good enough and you need to take a step back. That's what it felt like. That was a pretty tough choice for me to make. And pretty sure that applies to other people as well. But for me, it was a tough choice to make. Also, it felt like a drop in status. It felt like, I would make less money, like less certainty of where I was going. Didn't know whether I would enjoy working with the people as much. But I knew that in terms of being aligned with what mattered to me, I needed to make a change. So I moved to a smaller law firm where many things were more aligned with what I wanted. But ultimately, I realized that what needed to happen for me to really live fully in alignment with my values was creating a life built around things that I actually enjoy doing. And for me, that's always been things around my personal development. First, I really enjoyed sharing and teaching what I learned about dating, because being part of the dating community or learning how to get better in communicating with women was a big part of my life. Then it became, and that is where it's at right now, mastering the second pillar of being in the best shape I can possibly be in. That's what my passion has been for the last 2 years. First, getting into fighting, getting my physique to actually look the way I wanted it to look, fixing my nutrition to a point where I feel healthy, I feel energized, I feel amazing every single day. And now it's about sharing this, helping other guys get into that, create that life for them. And ultimately where I want to go is I want to help people that were in that situation that I was in, that I'm still partially in because I haven't fully left the legal world yet. And I'm going to touch on this in a moment. But people that are in this environment where they feel like, hey, I'm not completely fulfilled, I want to do something else, but it's such a difficult decision to leave the environment, to leave this career that I've built. And that's what I ultimately want to teach, but I don't feel competent to teach that yet. I can teach people the mindset that comes into it, because it's very similar to the mindset that I had to learn when I went through this whole getting better with women thing, when I went through the whole fitness thing. The mindset is always the same, but the technical skill set necessary is very different. And while I believe I could teach it, I don't feel competent to teach it yet. So that's something for a couple years into the future. What I want to do right now, October 2025, is work on my coaching business. So the last few months, I decided pretty much early 2025, I decided that I was going to get back into coaching. I had been doing some coaching in the dating space when I was a student, but I wanted to go all into that. So the problem, let's say, with this was that I didn't really know what exactly I wanted to coach. I knew that I didn't like the image of being a dating coach. So that was kind of out of the question. I didn't feel competent enough to teach people about business. So I was left with just teaching about mindset and personal development or teaching about fitness. And I decided to just start creating content and see what I enjoy talking about the most, what I enjoy helping. And what I realized for myself is that what in my world, mindset and fitness are very closely related, because your physique is an amazing expression of where you're at mentally. How far can you push yourself? How consistent can you be? How closely can you adhere to the things you set out to do, to the goals you set out for yourself? And how well aligned can you be with that future version of yourself that you want to be? Because nobody can tell me that their future version of themselves is fatter and in worse health than their current version if they could choose between that version and a better version, right? So how aligned can you be with your ideal future version and the habits that are required to be that version? So these two things are very closely aligned, and I want to help people align themselves. And just to be completely transparent, I am by no means perfect. I managed to get myself on a very good path. I'm working towards becoming the best version of myself every single day since I'm probably 19 years old, since I decided to stop doing drugs, since I decided to get my life together. I had episodes where I did a better job at it, and I had episodes where I did a worse job at it. And I had episodes where I got sidetracked and almost sucked into bad habits, too much partying, drugs again, drinking, these kind of things. Well, drinking was never really a thing, but at least drugs. So being able to catch myself better and better when these things happen, when these thoughts that drag me there come up, has been one of the pivoting skill sets in my adult life, up to the point where I'm at now, where I got really good by my standards at just understanding my thought patterns, how I catch myself, how I need to program myself to get to where I want to go. So right now it's October 2025. Until the end of this year, 100 days, less than 100 days, I'm going all in on my own fitness journey, because I, first thing, want to be an inspiration to myself and an inspiration to those of you guys that are following me. I want to show you what I can get myself to do, which I'm not even sure what I can get myself to do, but I want to see, I want to share that with you. I'm almost 40, so let's see where we can go, because my goal, and I've said this many times, is two components. My first goal is be in the best shape possible when I'm older. So I want to be in phenomenal shape when I'm in my late 50s or even early 60s. I look at Frank Grillo. Say what you want about this guy, but he looks amazing for a guy in his 60s. Yes, he might be on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, because he mentioned in many interviews for the past couple of years that his doctor told him his testosterone was low, and that's when he started doing TRT. Fair enough, but he looks amazing, and his physique, in my opinion, is very obtainable. I want to be in that shape physically, looks-wise, but I also want to be in amazing condition, and I believe he is in great condition. He's constantly posting boxing workouts pretty much daily. That's what I want to be doing at 60. So that is the long game, the long-term goal. In the short term, what I want is I want to look the best I can while I'm still young, while I can still reap the rewards. And I feel like I've done a relatively good job for someone who's almost 40 to still look insanely young, to the point where most of the time I don't even say my real age because people don't believe me, and then I have to argue with them and yada yada. And it's so annoying for me that I end up just saying, like, what do you think how old I am? And I let them guess and then go with that so many times. Now, I believe that what I've done is replicable for most people. If you fix your diet, if you fix your training, and for most people also if you fix your sleep, these three things, your life will change. You will look different, you will feel different, and you will behave different. Now there's a fourth element to it that is part of the whole diet thing, but that is hydration. I have been drinking more than 3 liters of water, pretty much 1 gallon every single day. Probably, I want to say without fault, but more or less every single day since the age of 16. I have always hydrated myself insanely well, and I notice a big difference on days where I'm well hydrated versus days where I'm not hydrated. So that's kind of where I'm at, what I'm doing, what my plan is for the next couple months. And I believe that the biggest thing that I will have to work on for the next 3 months is my own mindset, because my mindset is strong, but I have fallen victim to my own busyness so many times in my adult life, where I hope I've actually been in focus for this video, where so many times in my adult life I have fallen victim to the 80-20 principle, where I was like, oh, I'm doing the 20% that get me 80% of the results. But so many times the 80% felt good enough, and because I was happy enough with those results, I never really pushed for the 100%. But for the next 90 days I want to see how far I can get by giving it the 100%. Not just the 20% that get me 80% of the results, but also the other 80% that get me the remaining 20%. Let's see where this goes. And I want to inspire others to do this. I want to help others to do this. And then we'll see. Then it's 2026. So 2026, my vision for 2026 is pivoting out of the legal world and fully adhering, becoming the coach, becoming the person that I am meant to be, the person that I can be, helping others full-time, investing all of my talent, skill set, and desire to help people become their best selves, not just myself, not just being an inspiration to myself, or not just creating a vision for myself, but creating a vision that others can aspire to. And I'm by no means the best in shape guy in the world. I'm by no means the guy with the strongest mindset in the world, but I am aspiring to be better. I'm aspiring to live up to the potential that I have and to live up to who I can be. Let me know if you want more of these update videos. I feel like this is something new to me, just completely transparently sharing where I'm at. In the beginning of this video, I wasn't sure whether I should even share this, but I do believe that it is something that I want to share. It is something that I want you guys to be part of. I want to be more transparent. I want to be more authentic, where I'm at, what I'm struggling with mentally. And right now, also to be fully transparent here, I am struggling mentally. On many days, my brain tells me, why are you even bothering with this whole content thing? Why are you bothering with the coaching thing? You have your legal career. I quit my job in the legal world a while ago, but I'm freelancing in law. I'm a lawyer. So I can make money with that and have a decent life without killing myself work-wise. Do a lot of fun stuff, but I know there's so much more potential for me. And my subconscious mind so many days in a row tells me, why are you even bothering? Just don't do it. There's no need to do it. But I see the bigger picture, and it's literally the same thing that happens when I go for a run and my voice tells me, why are you bothering? You might as well go home. There's no point in running. There's no help in it. The same happens when I create this content, when I talk on my social media. My brain tells me, why are you even bothering? There's no point to it. You don't need to do this. You make enough money from your legal work. Why do you do this? But the reason is because I want to become a better person. I want to grow, and I want to help others live up to their potential, be better as well. I think this is where the word is escaping me, but this is where my potential lies. This is what I want to do. This is where I know I can change the world. I can impact the world at least a little bit. This is why I'm doing it. I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. This is where I can actually feel like I have a bigger purpose. And purpose is the word I was looking for. My purpose is in sharing the things that helped me when I was struggling and help other people overcome those same struggles. And this is what I want to do. This is why I want to help. That's why I wanted to help other guys in their dating life. And now I've moved on from that and I want to help other people get in this amazing shape. And it's so crazy because I never saw that as a big problem. But now that I got in great shape by my standards, and again, I'm by no means saying I'm the best in shape guy in the world, but I feel like I'm in great shape for a guy who's almost 40 especially. And my life changed so much when I got in shape. First of all, the attention I get from women, if you care about this, it's so stupid, but people do care about your looks. Then how good I feel energy-wise, no brain fog, health-wise. I haven't been sick since I got in shape. I used to get sick every 3-4, it sounds funny, but I really got sick almost every month. I have the WhatsApp messages between me and my brother complaining about constantly getting sick. I haven't been sick a single time in 1 year and 4 months, which for me is insane. I constantly got sick before. My sleep is better. I focus more on sleep than I did before, of course, but my overall health has improved so much. All of this came from the decision of me getting in shape. Also, my desire to achieve more, my ability to perform, my willpower, everything improved. That's where I'm at right now. And I know that eventually I will want to help people change their life the way I'm doing right now, really live in fulfillment, in alignment with their potential, with who they can be, with where they can get at, with their goals and dreams, and really make everything happen. But for that, I feel like I need to push one level higher first, and then I'm going to get there. With that, I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. Video is long enough, and I summarized everything that I wanted to share. I'll see you in one of my next videos. If you're still here, man, let me know how you like this video. It's something new for me, being very transparent, just sharing where I'm at, what I'm thinking about, what I'm struggling with. And if these kind of videos are something people want to see, I will make more of it. It's the best thing I can do for myself, to hold myself accountable, to just share where I'm at, and to document for myself, for my own development, what's happening, what I'm thinking, and holding myself accountable this way to my own plans and visions.